Hey everybody, it's Melissa. I just want to check in on my divorce diary. I don't really have anything planned to talk about today, except I haven't checked in about, what it's been like being quarantined by myself over here. Whoo, emotions just welling up right now. I'm okay. I ended up really, very hopeful, like I'm sure a lot of people were, as far as like, wow, I've got all this free time. And I hit a lot of things hard. I absolutely got lots of things done that otherwise probably would still be on my to-do list. But I was surprised that a couple of things I just kind of aborted mission on. I was like, wow, that's just been in the back of my head that I wanted to do, X, Y, or Z. And now that I have the chance, I'm really having to face myself and say, I don't think so. I don't really give a shit. But also some new things cropped up that I was surprised I really cared about. So I did, of course, some home reorganizing. I rocked out my closet. I ended up setting up a really nice little sewing area for myself. But then when I grabbed this slew of clothes that I tried to Marie Kondo my way into purging, that I thought I would actually want to update by making them fit, because a lot of my clothes are too big. I ended up just purging a lot of those. Well, they're not purged, they're still upstairs in bags. But I sat down and I was like, you know what? Now that I'm actually here with the sewing machine, with the item, I'm going, the amount of time and trouble and even just a thread, I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. I was like, I don't really think it's worth it. I'm going to end up feeling like I have to wear this now if I tailor it, and I won't feel justified shoving it in the back of my closet. And I was like, yeah, I just hit the brakes. I went, I don't really need to even think this any further. This item. So then I just rifled through and I just spewed a bunch of things that I was like, not worth fixing, not worth fixing, not worth fixing. And so that's cool. So that's been fun. Relationship-wise, I have literally not talked to anyone. I have done a little bit of texting, but I had this weird, spiritual thing that was like, you know what? I will not speak. And I think maybe as a singer, I really feel like my voice is kind of healed from a lot of damage from singing. And it's not just singing, doing the gondolier stuff, it's talking, because it's really loud. On the indoor ride over there, there's always this chaotic din. And when you're outside, you're battling nightclubs, because I work at night, and that is just straight up way too loud. You are literally screaming your head off. It's like being on a roller coaster for an entire shift on your vocal cords. So I feel really good as far as that goes, whether that's to apply to the singing or, if all crashes and burns, knock on wood, and I don't have the job that I wanted to have after the COVID-19 thing is over with. At least, my voice is better, my wrist is better, I'm feeling good. So that's awesome. Some personal things I went through, I'm not really going to go there because they're still too fresh. And that's really, that's about it for me. I know it's a little bit boring, but to be honest, I have so much peace. It's insane, the level of peace. Peace makes you insane, you guys. No, it doesn't. I have joy. I feel good. A lot of times I feel horrible, but when I feel horrible, it's like this gripping, and then it's it's almost like a memory of horrible. And I go, I don't have to live that way. There's nothing horrible going on. This is just a flash in the pan, moment that I'm I'm grippingly sad and lonely. And then I go, in my marriage I was lonely, and it's lonelier to be lonely when somebody's right there than it is when I'm well, at least this is a good excuse to be lonely. I'm quarantined inside my house. So nobody at least can blame me. I have a good excuse. And one other thing I want to just toss in here, because I'm excited about it. I get up I don't set an alarm, and I get up at 6:30, 6:45 every day. So that shocked me. I did not know that was my natural biorhythm. That's around when sunup is, but I'm way in sync with the sunrise, and I'm going to do my very best to keep that, because I need less sleep. I literally get 6.5 hours of sleep at night many nights, even though I'm working and cleaning, and I've been doing yard work, trimming trees, getting on a ladder. I mean, I'm like just moving and shaking over here. But I ended up finding that when I sleep more in sync with my natural kind of biorhythm, that I need less sleep. Go figure. I used to need like 9 hours of sleep. If I go to bed at like 1 in the morning, I have a really hard time even doing 8. I'm like dragging myself out of bed. But I go to bed at like 11:30. Boom, I'm like up at like 6:30. Well, I go to bed at 11:30, but I don't go to sleep till like 12:30 because I listen to videos or read or something like that. But anyway, that's personal. That's me alone in my bed. Okay, so anyway, last thing is, I have been taking walks in the morning, and the earlier you walk here in the desert where it's hot as F, the better of a time it is, because it's really idyllic, it's still cool, there's a nice breeze. So I'm thrilled about that, and I'm hoping to include that into, moving forward. So I don't know when we're going to be back to work. I'm nervous as hell to actually do it. I'm super nervous. I'm always nervous when I perform. I'm nervous all the time anyway. I have like social anxiety and all kinds of crap. But you know what? I'm just going to take that story, put a bow on it, and purge and chuck that shit too, because I don't need to be afraid. I know there'll be a little bit of anxiety that'll well up. My hands will sweat. My heart rate will go up when I get back to work. But I'll just breathe through it, and I'm sure it'll be fine, because it always is. And Lord knows I've been through some things that are very difficult. And, this time for all of us is just one of those. But I know I can do it because I've done it before. Okay. Love, hugs, kisses to all my divorced friends. You guys, this is a really interesting part of the divorce journey, huh? All right, take care. Love you. Bye.